What is the track record of Dr. Tufton? Because whenever we come and we make a call, we support it with facts. During COVID-19, Dr. Tufton presided over the mismanagement of resources, which led to the shortage of oxygen in our facilities, and ultimately the death of several Jamaicans who were in public hospitals and could not get the required oxygen. This is a pandemic that we know causes respiratory complications, that persons would need oxygen, and the main suppliers said that they did not get a response from the minister, and the country ended up running short of oxygen and persons died. That cannot go without someone being held accountable. Cornwall Regional Hospital, and this is not the first time that the minister has had a report that he has withheld from the public. The report on Cornwall Regional Hospital with the mold, he withheld that report even when the staff was becoming ill at the facility. And you would have seen that expose on one of our popular television shows. The condition of the Cornwall Regional Hospital is a disgrace. As with most of our public hospitals, it is understaffed, underfunded, and lacks the bedding capacity to host the patients. In 2016, Dr. Tufton announced that over 3.5 billion rehabilitation project would take place at Cornwall. To date, that project has not been completed, and doctors continue to operate outside of the main building using nurses and doctors' quarters for their operation. We even heard publicly that the high-profile team that he had put in place said that they're not meeting and they can't tell when last they've heard anything. That is unacceptable. Let us look at dengue. In 2019, there was an outbreak that resulted in 44 deaths. Dr. Tufton was reactive in his approach to eradicating breeding sites across the country and tardy in informing the nation about the outbreak. What had happened? You have to have a certain number of cases for you to determine that there's an outbreak. So if it is that you have to have, say, 80 cases in a month to determine that there's an outbreak, and the previous month you had only 10, when it got to about 40, we were crying out to him to say there is an increase. It is not yet at 80, but there is an increase. He refused, saying that it is not yet at the level. What he was really doing was waiting for more persons to be infected before he decided that he would get rid of the breeding sites of the mosquito. Again, unacceptable of a minister of government. The market meat scandal, nepotism. I'll just leave it at that, because I really don't want to get into those affairs. Firing up doctors. Minister Tufton has the dubious honor of being the first minister of health to fire doctors during a health crisis. Under his leadership, approximately 50 doctors were fired in 2020, and in 2021, another 147 doctors were left without jobs as their contracts were not renewed. Dr. Tufton's lack of thought and foresight on this matter demonstrates his and his administration's callousness and uncaringness towards healthcare workers. Minister Tufton has maintained a glossy look in the public space, but has continued to fail the people of Jamaica on the healthcare front. A call for his resignation could not be more well-founded, given the plethora of preventable disasters that Minister Tufton presided over. We have lost all confidence in his ability to lead the Ministry of Health. This is the last straw. The people of Jamaica deserve to live. We deserve better. Recently, I heard the Prime Minister say he is no longer concerned about popularity. He is concerned about legacy. Popularity could be the only reason to keep Dr. Tufton as Minister of Health. If you're concerned about legacy and the well-being of the Jamaican people, then you will act swiftly to remove Minister Tufton.